I've been a glasses girl for just about my entire life, but if you are one as well, you know the time to get new glasses is sometimes not the most fun thing to do. Between stressing about finding a new frame you actually like or worrying about how they'll look once they get to you if you order online, it isn't exactly on the top of my fun Saturday activity list. However, Warby Parker makes it so much easier. They have so many super popular, trendy, and cute pairs of glasses that you can choose from. There really will be something for everyone. Their glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses with anti-reflective, scratch-resistant lens coatings. And if you don't know exactly which frames you want, you can take the quick home try-on quiz, and Warby Parker will tailor some frame recommendations based on your personal fit and style preferences. Plus, my favorite part, they have a super amazing free home try-on program where you can order 5 pairs to try on at home for free. Shipping is covered both ways, so all you have to do is order, try them on, pick your faves, ship them all back, and then you can place your order with your glasses. Head over to warbyparker.com/oliviareads right now to take the home try-on quiz and pick 5 pairs of frames to try on at home for free. That's warbyparker.com/oliviareads. Hello, y'all. How you doing? Welcome to a new weekly vlog. Hi. Oh my god. This is what I'm gonna be focusing on today. Tomorrow is state testing. So they hopefully here's my friend who is teaching is doing like a chill day, a brain break day. I think I used to call them like my room was coffee themed, shocker, and I used to call it like calm down cafe or something like that, where like literally just after benchmarks, after big testing, or just whatever, brain breaks are so needed, and I think that the teachers need them, the students really need them, everybody freaking needs one. I'm the Oprah of brain breaks. Everyone gets one. And so for the whole day, it would just be, no, literally do whatever you want. Except for that, don't do that. But like literally everything else is game. And it was so nice. And they always were in such a better mood the next day. Oh my god. So I'm hoping that's the kind of vibe we're going for today. Dang. Is this my hand or is this a ghost? Like, boo. That's so pale. But I have been neglecting picking up some packages at the post, so we're gonna go grab those before work, and then I will go to work. But I want it documented. I made a coffee, and it's really good. I did well. So it turns out I'm not pulling the shot, question mark, as long as I need to be. So I was only doing it, like, there's a setting on the Breville of single or double, and I just never use those. If you get one of these machines, obviously, feel it out for yours, but I never use them because they are so annoying, and they never work. They never do the right thing. Even the Americano setting, I've stopped using. I just pour in as much hot water as I think we need, and then I pull 2 shots, and that's just what we do. But this morning, I put it on a 50-second thing instead of a 30-second thing like it's recommended. And it actually pulled the amount it was supposed to. And there's no sputtering. There was no, like, bad whatever signs that I've seen on the Google for the shots. Like, it just looked good. Also, thank you to the people that think that this is my natural hair. It's not. My natural hair is really fun and fresh. Like, it's really cool because it like is wavy some places, and then just like none of it's straight, But it is like less wavy and then more wavy. None of it's curly. Actually, that's a lie. The shorter it is, more of it will actually curl by itself when it's wet. But then I don't do anything about it. So then it just kind of is like a wavy, curly weirdness. And I've never done anything about it. I used to fry the hell out of my hair. I don't anymore, really, unless I'm curling it like loose curls or whatever. This is just from wearing it in a singular French braid down the back of my head. And I do that because it annoys the hell out of me when I'm sleeping. But anyways, we're gonna go grab the packages. I'm gonna listen to the Mostly True Story of Tanner and Louise. I am 29% through this, so that's the plan, Stan. We are gonna start just reading. I'm back. The audiobooks are back, baby. But let's go get these packages because I think my Jackie Ina's in there, and that's exciting. That's so exciting for me. Although the one problem is I bought, which ones did I get? The yellow one and the white one. I can never remember the names except for NDA. I didn't grab NDA, and I'm wearing NDA today, like the sample that I bought. I bought that sample set y'all saw, and now I want NDA. So might have to go to Sephora this week. I don't know. We just might. Hello. Good angles, I know. So listen, got a little bit of haul for you. Then we're gonna do my skincare, we're gonna eat, and then we're gonna talk books. That's gonna be the order things are happening. The most important thing y'all are gonna be so excited about, got new water pick replacement heads. Oh, wow. I got these ones, or like specifically, I think these are literally for dentures. Implant denture tips. But I have a bridge, so it's like, it can't hurt to try. And then 2 classic jet tips, 2 plaque seeker. They're gonna seek them out for me. 2 orthodontic tips. Okay. I don't know. The first thing I got home was fix some things that Ginger decided needed to be done something with. But I got a haul from Novel Wicks. Y'all know my favorite. So it's pretty much all my favorite scents. So we have horror. This is the 3-wick huge one. I save these and I hoard them. Except I don't because I burn them. She also sent me a smaller one, so I'll use this when I'm working at my desk. Yeah, Gingy. And then 2 of these size of horror, which are perfect to go under my candle warmers, so excited for that. Then this new one is Cowboy Romance, which is perfect because I want to read Wild Love by Elsie Silver. And it's a sweet tobacco smell, and I actually like it. I usually don't like that kind of scent, but I actually enjoy that. And then this is the Tortured Poets Department. Whoops. But it smells so good. It smells like strawberries and cream, and it literally does. I think if you got the Finlay candle, it's either the same scent or like a sister scent, because it smells very similar and it smells so good. So I'm very excited for that. I got some tacos, I know. But I figure I want to go wash my face. I want my face to be clean before I eat. I don't know why, but I just want to like I'm scrubbing in Grey's Anatomy. Like I want to wash my life. So we're going to go do that, and then we will chat current reads, what I want to, oh my God, what I listened to this morning, what I plan to read tonight, and then like other hopeful reads kind of things. For now, though, it does look like it's going to be a little stormy, so fingers crossed. Annabeth is put herself into her little house which is very cute and nice. Ginger is harassing me. Jake is being just the best guy. Just the best boy. Just the best. Just the best. He's had dinner. He's very happy. He's like, time for bed. And then I'm uploading and exporting this 2-hour vlog. I really don't know what you need. Okay. So, my cat and I are gonna wash my face. Anything else you need to say? Oh. Get me the water, please? Okay. You can have some water. You wash your face. I'll wash my face. Yeah. Okay, so I'm back. And I have eaten dinner. And I've watched the majority of the Housewives talk. But I put a sticker thing on, and I think it's not sticking very well. I got my 2 fragrance, I can't say it, fragrance, both of them in. But now I really want to get NDA because I hadn't worn NDA out yet, and now I'm kind of obsessed. Like, it's almost a perfect scent. This is so hard to open though. Like, what are we doing? It's so beautiful. Look at it. So this is You Remind Me. And this is the more floral one that I really like. It just feels like a very light, nice little floral scent. And I'm obviously a fan. And in this one, hard to get. I think might be my favorite. Because it is a sweeter scent. And I really, really like it. It's in this pretty yellow bottle. And it has like a few savory, not savory, but like a few like, I don't know, more solid smells, I guess. I really don't know what the word is I'm looking for. But then it has frosting as one of the notes, and it's really nice. This other thing I got in the mail from the publisher, and I don't know anything about it. I don't know when I got put on Berkeley's little team, but I did. This is One Star Romance. This one is a struggling writer is forced to walk down the aisle at her best friend's wedding with the man who gave her book a very public 1 star in this fresh rom-com. Sounds interesting. I'll try it. The last book I read where someone gave an author 1 star was The Last Word by Taylor Adams, and it was fantastic, but people died. Then, Aaron, if you're watching, thank you for this loophole. I wanted to buy some books, 2 books specifically, and I wanted to get them. I just wanted to read them physically. I just felt like I did. So I got from Barnes, using my little points that I saved, the Book of Azrael, which has this shiny cover, and that's not my favorite. I don't love that. But this is the first book in the Gods and Monsters series, and it is a fantasy romance. And then I got Spark of the Everflame. This is a much better texture. I like it better. And I don't know much about this one. I just know that there's gods involved, and it is the first book. Is it in a saga? Yeah. Not a trilogy, a saga. So there's that. And then the last thing, I found these 2 bookmarks, and this one's just cute. It's just pink. This one reminded me of Ginger and the real one I wanted, but they have little tails that have bows. So you like put it in your book like this, and I just think that's the cutest little thing. But then this is what I saw. Someone on Instagram put on their story this Kindle case that is a freaking Pop-Tart. And this is so cute. My Kindle Paperwhite is much easier to travel with, obviously, but I still want to keep her safe and secure. So, I'm happy to have this. Now both my Kindles have very solid cases, and I don't like using a screen protector, so this is the screen protector. And that is my little haul now. I am going to continue listening to this and try to summon an approval email from the ad read on the last vlog that y'all have already seen. It's already up on the channel. Because I really want to post this on Patreon and get that all done and squared away. But they're taking their time, so we'll see about all that. But for now, let us go put all of our goods away and then read. And I guess I'll have to update you guys on where I'm at with my books. Okay, hi guys. So I was in the middle of getting settled to read, and I realized I did not tell y'all what we're reading. So that's why the headphones are on, because I have the playlist going. I just looked up a Good Girl's Guide to Murder playlist because I am currently going to be relaxing and reading The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Miss Holly Jackson, the author of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, which was phenom, and then Five Survive, which is a standalone YA thriller. Highly recommend all of it. Honestly, I would say start with Good Girl's Guide and just go forward in publication order. It is so good. It is so good. It's just... when I think, like, favorite YA series, that and The Raven Boys comes to mind. Like, they're just... I genuinely don't know if something could top it. I mean, it could. It could. But I just... those are finished, so that's why I can say for sure. The one that I think could still, depending on how the third book goes, or is it a saga now? Is there going to be a fourth one too? The Legendborn cycle. I do think that one could make its way into, like, all-time fave YA. You'll notice, like, my favorite YA doesn't tend to actually be fantasy. It tends to be either speculative or thriller mystery YA. And I love it. I just think it's a great time. But anyways, you're currently resting on the book, so that's why we're holding up the dust jacket. I am 115-ish pages into this. Really enjoying it. It is about a woman named Rachel Price goes missing, and her daughter is, I don't even know how old, but, like, really young enough to not remember it happening, but she's found in the back seat of the car, and she has no idea what happened. No one knows where she goes. Fast forward 16 years later, they are in the middle of filming, like, a docu-series about it. Think HBO Max kind of vibes. And Rachel Price reappears. And now we're going from there. One thing I will say about Holly Jackson is, how can I say this? This is not shady or mean about the person I'm going to compare her to. But who is that woman that writes the thrillers that are, like, not good, but they're really fun? Do you know? Frida McFadden. Okay, they're not my favorite. I do not think that they're particularly great, but I do think they're incredibly entertaining, which is great in just a different category, if that makes sense. I think there is a difference between, like, a great book and an entertaining book, and it can, like, it's a Venn diagram, you know? They can overlap, but they do not always. And Frida McFadden tends to lean more into the entertainment, and sometimes they're good, but it's mainly entertaining. Holly Jackson is, like, to me, if you really enjoy just that, it feels like twist after twist after twist keeps happening in a thriller, and you like that, but you want it done really well to where it's, like, not only believable, but in theory, if you had been paying just enough attention over here, you would have found it. That's what I think she does. It's just so good. And Good Girl's Guide is getting a TV show, and I keep forgetting that. It airs in the UK. Don't know if it's the BBC. Probably not. That's the only channel I know, though. Sky News. It is airing at the end of this month, and I'm so excited for y'all. That must be so great for you. I have no idea how I'm going to watch it, but we'll figure that out. Then, next up, my audiobook is The Mostly True Story of Tanner and Louise. I listened to up to chapter 21, so about 200 pages into this guy today. So I am just over 50%, so I definitely think that I will either finish this tomorrow or Wednesday morning. That's seeming like the plan. We'll see how it goes. Then, my Kindle read right now is What the River Knows. This is the Patreon book club buddy read that we are doing, and I am really liking it already. Oh, I didn't even tell you what this one's about. This one is about a woman who is elderly, and she may or may not have a suspicious past, and then someone who is kind of assigned to her and not... She's just kind of... Her parents are like, girl, get out the house. And so she goes and she stays with Miss Louise, and they then go on the run from the government. And Louise's kids are trying to find her. Tanner's parents, I don't even know if they fully know what's going on, but they feel bad for kicking her out, as they should. Her mom's kind of mean, but also Tanner's kind of mean. But we're in her head, so I understand why she's mean, but still. Don't do that. I hate when people do that. So I am really enjoying this. It is a fun, fresh time. Now, back to What the River Knows. In this one, we have our main character who is doing main character things. What are those things, Olivia? Let's recall back to when you started this book this weekend. That's my recall face. Yes. Her parents are doing some deep excavating, exploring, something that she doesn't quite know all about in Egypt. And this is Death of the Nile meets the Mummy is how it's pitched, and it's definitely giving the Mummy vibes, with the fact that her parents go missing, presumed dead. I'm saying missing because isn't that more mysterious? And then she has taken a boat over there to go see what is going on over here yonder. What is this? That kind of thing. And it is super good so far. I really like the writing style. It makes me want to go read her other books. I think I own them, so that may be happening. But she met the assistant to her uncle. Her uncle is now like her point of contact in terms of inheritance, family, and then also he's over at the site that her parents were at, where I'm assuming they were doing some archaeological things, and she has now gone over there to investigate, meets the assistant to the uncle, and he is definitely giving me the vibes of the main male character in The Mummy, and she does give me the same energy as the female main character, actually. So I'm really liking this so far, so that will be its own little vloggy vlog. I think the live show is actually next week, so I should be okay. But for Lou Phantasma on the 26th, we have a live show for A Tempest of Tea. So I have to read that, and I have to create a PowerPoint presentation about it. So we will see how that goes. But aside from that, this week, I really don't have a whole lot going on. I just have to, like, on Friday, I'm getting my lashes done on Saturday. And then on Friday, we're going to go see Abigail, the new little vampire ballerina movie. So that will be very fun. And then that's really it. So I really want to focus on reading, getting some little books read. I would love my goal. Let's put out some goals. Let's do it. So my goal that I definitely think I could hit is to finish the Mostly True Story of Tanner and Louise and talk about that in here with you guys. Finish What the River Knows, talk about it briefly with you guys, maybe like final thoughts, but really have like a cute little cozy vlog for the patrons done, and then also finish the reappearance of Rachel Price and talk about that with you guys. Aside from that, I don't really have specific ones. The stretch goal would be to also finish Arch Enemies, and that would complete my Booktubers Control My TBR vlog, which would be really cool, but I don't anticipate being able to do that. I think that vlog is actually going to probably go up in May, which is totally fine, but that's just kind of more realistic, because I think I'm definitely going to be able to start another book, but I'm going to have to prioritize which one I do. And I think that this vlog is not like something that y'all are highly, highly anticipating, or like, you know, like she's just a cute little reading vlog time. Whereas A Tempest of Tea, I'm freaking highly anticipating. And I think I want to see about going to the library or something on Saturday. I'm not really sure. Maybe not Saturday. Maybe Sunday. I don't know. I really need to stop taking naps on Sundays because that really messed up my sleep schedule last night. But I just love a good Sunday nap. I do. I am like a fat house cat. I love... That was a song reference. Comment if you get it. Oh, I came up with a new question that I wanted to ask you guys, to prompt you. If you... So last time that I asked a question on the vlog, it was, what are your dogs, cats, any animals you have, what are their names? And what would they order at a cafe? And now I bring to you, what would the main character of your book order? And then what is the vibe of your book in a coffee order? So, the reappearance of Rachel Price, we're going to say that this is my main one. Maybe if I can remember throughout the week as I finish the books, we'll also state what the orders would be. But for our main character in here, Belle, I think that she would order a hot Americano, but she would like really make a point to make sure you knew there was nothing in it, like no room for cream or sugar and anything. And then when she got home, she would gulp down like 2 swigs of it to make room for oat milk and I think like a splash of vanilla. But she wouldn't want you to know that she was doing that. But she would want you to think that she was just a black Americano girl. But she's not. That's what I think she would order. And then the vibe of this book is very much a cafe randomly got an early shipment of pumpkin spice and they put out a pumpkin-y drink for the weekend because they just got an order and they needed to use it before it was going to go bad. Because this is set in April, but it's giving me fall vibes. And I don't know if that's just because it's a thriller and I have a pumpkin candle lit and I'm listening to my fall playlist. I could have set the tone for myself, but it just gives me that vibe. So that is this. I will also say, actually, What the River Knows, I 100% think our main character would get a macchiato, but like an actual one. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I have no real reason for that. And then I do think that the male main character would get a Java Chip Frappuccino. I just think that he would. And he would be entirely proud of it. Like, he would talk about how that's, like, him being very comfortable in his masculinity or something. That's just the energy, which is also the same energy the guy from The Mummy gives me. So, that's it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I feel like I covered a lot in 12 minutes, but I also can't believe that took 12 minutes. I hope that that wasn't super boring for you guys. I'm gonna go read my book now. Hello guys, happy Tuesday, I believe it is, for us all, well, for me, and in this vlog, for you. I just got home from work. I'm so tired. It's so tiring to have a boring day, believe it or not. So I listened to the Mostly True Story of Tanner and Louise on the way home, but I did not on the way there. So I didn't get as far in as I would have, but I'm on page 225 now, so I'm right here. And I'm going to keep listening to it because Ginger decided that yesterday when I cleaned up her litter area, I didn't do a good enough job. So her being such a gracious dictator is allowing me to try again with new mess. And is that so kind? She wants me to practice. So I'm gonna go practice. Try to fix that. I got these long sleeve shirts from Hollister and I'm kind of obsessed with them. Like, they are those shirts that they look small and you're like, that's not gonna fit. But there's a stain, I think, right here. What is that? I don't know what that is. Anyways, I'm gonna listen to my audiobook while I clean this. I'm sure that's what Ginger intended, and then we will move on to Who is that woman that reappeared? Rachel Price. We will move on to Rachel Price. But I'm gonna do a deep clean right now. Yeah. How kind is she? You know, just winning. She's a winner. She's so sweet. Look at this handsome boy joining us. Oh, look at the boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, very good. Very nice yawn. He's like a little puppy model. Okay, so I got all of that cleaned up, and I am still just sitting here listening to this. I put on pajama pants because I'm just not in the mood to be in freaking jeans any longer than I need to be. And I am now 75% into this book, so it's a good little time. I am enjoying it. I may get off the audiobook and switch over to the physical to finish it up, or I may just keep listening. To be honest, the audiobook is pretty good. I like the narrator that we have for this. But I want to complain about myself. Because I was in the pantry, and I try so hard to, like, keep our freezer and our fridge kind of like the stuff that we're actually going to eat and make sure things don't go bad and, like, all that jazz. But our pantry is a little bit of, like, a black hole. And I have come to realize, looking online, that that seems to be, like, something that happens, apparently. And I definitely think it's from forgetting that we have certain things and buying more of those things, or, you know, just, like, that kind of, like, situation. And now we just have a bunch of stuff there. But we also have stuff that, like, we just don't eat anymore. We won't use. I've got dog food. Like, I used to buy it in bulk, but Jake does not eat that kind anymore. So now I just have a bunch, and it's not good anymore. But I still feel bad throwing it out. It's just really weird. It's really weird. But I am going to, because obviously we need to clean that thing out. And so I'm just thinking, so we got our cabinets right over here. The ones that are above, I'm going to show you. The ones that are above the coffee setup that I have, those are all full of, like, our drink cups and just stuff like that. So I need to go put all of those back in there. And I think I'll do that while my partner is cooking dinner. I'm going to see if we can have our tostadas tonight from HelloFresh. That will be very exciting. And then I think that, yeah, I think I'm just going to put all the cups in there, and then maybe this weekend, although we have something on Friday night, so it can't be then. And then I have stuff to do on Saturday, so I guess not then. And then Sunday's like our reset day. So it might have to wait till school's out. But we just really need to go through the pantry and just, like, consolidate things. Like, oh my goodness, I just need to consolidate all of the flour, all of the sugar. And honestly, I really hate the idea of getting organizers for them, because I like the idea aesthetically, but I feel like once we have them organized in things, it'll be super easy to keep up with. But it's the initial organizing that is just, like, soul sucking. However, the only things I would want to put in a different container would be sugar, brown sugar, and flour, because they come in containers that, like, rip all the freaking time. Like, we have a bag in there to hold in the flour because it was falling out of the corner of the bag. And the same thing with, like, the white sugar. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Maybe this is just a me problem. I don't know. But it really annoys me. So I'm going to make my plan to organize the cups, then do the skincare. I'm trying so hard to keep up with it, and I've been doing pretty good for the last 2 weeks. So do the skincare. I did my whole flossing routine last night. Pretty proud. Well, it's an upgraded flossing routine. I need to figure out this water pick, because I genuinely feel like when I'm using it, you know, when you're at the dental hygienist time, my favorite girls at the dentist, to be honest. And they're like, hey, we're gonna like really clean your gums, and there's gonna be a lot of water, and it's gonna feel like I'm trying to kill you, but I'm really not. And so my girl knows that I've just got anxiety, and it's not the cleaning that gives me anxiety. It is the sound of the drill just puts me into fight or flight, and I want to fight. So I listen with my headphones to like a podcast or just whatever it is, whatever I feel like that day. And we have like a little routine. Like if I put 2 fingers up, that means that I need her to like do the little sucky tool and get the water out my mouth. Or if I put up a 1, it's like, okay, I need a break. I feel like I cannot feel any longer. And it's just really nice. I love them the most. Genuinely, if we move out of state, which is a future plan, I will still fly down twice a year when I come see family, and I will go to all of my little doctors that I have here, because I have zero interest in finding new ones. I tell you what, and finding a good dentist that's good with like anxiety is very hard, but this whole office is freaking amazing. So I know that I need to figure out the water pick, but using it feels like I'm holding up a 2 and she's just not seeing it, and the water levels are rising, and I'm like, oh my god, this is the end for me. And then I turn off the water pick, and then finally the water, like, that's when, you know, the like little suckage tool turns on and takes all that water out. But it is just, I have to be using it wrong, or is this just how it feels? I don't know. But it feels crazy. But I want to be a good patient. So I'm doing, when I tell y'all, unfortunately, I was raised by healthcare professionals, so I really don't go to the doctor. I'm like a tough it out kind of girl. Do not mistake that with, I fully love, well, I do not love the healthcare system, but I fully believe in, like, you know, it's a helpful thing and I like it, or whatever. Insurance is awful, but hey, it's America. But dentists, I don't know anything about it. So when they tell me to do something, I'm like, oh yes, twice? Or is that too much? And hey, who would have thought? The medicine that I have to take every day makes your gums super sensitive. It's for like my neuro stuff. It's nothing to do with my teeth. But it inflames your gums, makes them super sensitive. And I was told by a dentist, like, oh yeah, you're just always going to have bleeding gums. But I would like to say my new hygienist and my dentist, they were like both talking to me. And they showed me how to do stuff. Guess whose gums don't bleed? Oh, it's me. It's me. It is I, the no gum bleeding girl. Which is like nice. Love that. That's fun. Sometimes though, so I got threaders to put like, they have basically, I got the threaders for just in case. But I got this thread. It's like floss that comes in a little pack, and it's an allotted amount, which I like because I hate the floss like actual containers where you rip it off. It's so annoying to me. But it has a hard piece towards the end, and it's not actually hard, but it's enough to where you can thread it under if you have like a bridge or any other kind of dental appliances in your mouth. So like if you have braces or if your kids have braces, I was a kid that had braces. I highly recommend getting it. Like, this would have been so nice to use. But it threads it through, and then you can floss all around those things. And I did that, and let me tell you, my mouth was like, hey, we have a foreign entity in us. What is occurring right now? And they did not like it. But now I'm on day 3 of it, and my gums are like, whatever. Do what you gotta do. And I will say, it felt very nice. Like, my mouth felt clean afterwards. So that's my dental update. Yay! I mean, honestly, cut to me 2 years ago, or maybe was it even just a year ago, having to get like my entire front teeth redone, and I had to literally get like anti-anxiety meds for the first time in my life in the office, and laughing gas on top of that. And now I'm just like, I flop myself in that chair and I'm like, gas me up. Let's do this. I don't care, cherry, vanilla, whatever. I'm going to be freaking out of here in about 5 minutes. I am such a lightweight with, well, not with alcohol, unfortunately. Wish I was. But with laughing gas, I surely am. Speaking of alcohol, I got these little mixers from, let me show you. I'm just going to take you with me. Let me know. This week, I'm gonna try to really consciously do more like old school YouTube vloggy vibes where we're like just on FaceTime essentially. Let me know if you like that and we'll see how it is. I've been trying to do it more, but I'm gonna make like a really conscious effort now. I'm gonna put you right there. Look. Oh, hey, I harvested a bunch of that lavender and I just leave it on the counter and I just run by and smell it. What should I do with it? Comment down below. But I got this Mexican lime and agave cocktail mixer from Central Market. And this doesn't have anything fun in it. It's just the whatever. What is that called? Like the mix or whatever. It doesn't say what's in it though. Oh, it's filtered water, lime juice, cane sugar. Oh, I wish the sugar wasn't in there. But agave. Honestly, you don't really need sugar if you also have agave, but whatever. So I'm going to make one of these tonight. But then I also got these other two that I thought would pair really well with gin, which I do like gin. This is strawberry and lemon. What does this tell me to put in there? Vodka? Don't think so. This one, oh, this one is for gin. Okay. Cucumber and lime. I think both of these will be very good with it, but I think that I'm going to enjoy the... Well, margaritas are my favorite drinks, so that would make sense. Olivia, come on. Groundbreaking statements. But okay, actually, I'm going to put my audiobook back on and organize all of this right now. So, woo-woo. Okay, let's go over it. Now it's organized. So my new cups are here, and I love them. And then we have all of these ones that are here. Then I have some more up here, and these two are like, the only reason I have these two in here instead of in this one is because they're mine. And there's my beginning of my collection of the anthropology ones. Now here are these two Illumicrate tea things. So it's like an actual teapot that you can have. And look, it's like a little mini one. And then it's a teacup and a saucer. I don't know if I'm just like blown away, but this is genuinely one of my favorite things I have. I also have the Night Circus one, and it is the same dealio, and I loved both. This is from Cassandra Clare's, is it The Last Hours series? Or no, is it? I don't know. Chain of Gold. Tea is always an excuse for a clandestine agenda. I love that. And then the truest tales require time and familiarity to become what they are. I just love them both. They're so beautiful, but I don't know how to display them. I want so badly like a place to display all of my like actual pretty mugs. Like I wouldn't want to display these because like they're cute, but they're not for display. And then like these are all my mugs, but I don't really want to display those either. Like I don't think that would be very pretty. But I think these, which you know are like our drinking glasses essentially, and then up here we've got some other ones, like those would be really pretty on display, and I think they look good, and there's sets of them, so I would like that. And then these would be pretty on display, but I just don't know where I would, because there's nowhere on here. That would be too crowded. Like that would not look very cute, and I don't really want that there, but I don't really know. I also if you are someone who gets fresh coffee beans and grinds them yourself, you will probably understand this, but I can't stop just like opening that bag and sniffing the beans. Like it just smells so good. And I love the scent of fresh coffee beans so freaking much. And they just smell so nice. But yeah, I'm not really sure where I would display those. And I just may not be able to right now in this house, which is totally fine. But I just love them. Like they're so... Like, this is just beautiful. This makes me want to drink tea. I'm going to learn how to make chai tea. That's redundant. I'm going to learn how to make chai. I'm learning. And then I'm going to put it in here. And then I'm going to drink it out of this little teacup and saucer, and that's going to be what we do in the fall. So if you have a favorite chai recipe, let me know. Other than that, there's this guy that I follow online that literally, like, he, not squishes, that's not the right word, but he literally creates his own concoction of all of the spices and whatnot, and has one of those, what is that called, where you grind them yourself? But I don't think it, like, I don't know if it's called grinding in that sense, but whatever. Maybe I'll just follow his recipe. But I want them to be somewhere where I can see them all the time, because they're so pretty. Hello guys, I'm gathering the 2 books we're gonna go chat about. Jake, would you like to come? Alright, let's head out. I have to do work. I don't know why the sound of house shoes is a very comforting sound to me. Ow. It's just really random. I don't even know if anybody in my family like wore them growing up or anything like that. I just do. I get weird. I like hate walking around the house without them on. Because it just, in my head, a necessity. Anyways, I am trying to hype myself up to film my wrap-up. This is the problem with wrap-ups for me. Typically, once I've read the book, the hype for the book, to me, is kind of at, like, it flatlines. It's not that I didn't enjoy one. It's not that I didn't want to have... Oh, by the way, I'm home because we had an issue with my tire. It's now remedied. I was really hoping it would be a 3-day event, but it's not, unfortunately. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. I really don't like filming wrap-ups because pretty much all I film, if you've noticed, is vlogs. And I really enjoy filming vlogs. I think they are the one video concept I'm pretty good at. And it's just, I'm really an advocate, not an advocate. I'm really a proponent. Nope. Is that the word? I don't know. Y'all get up here a little bit. Let's get a better angle for me. I am really someone who is like, if you like a style of video and you really don't like another one, don't give in to like, you have to do this one. However, the one thing for me is sit down videos. I don't like them. Like, they're just not something I enjoy. But I do like wrap-ups after I have filmed them. I don't like the process of filming them a whole lot. I don't dislike it. It's actually not the process of filming it. It is the hyping yourself up to do it. Do you have those things where you're just like, I'm just not like super stoked to sit down and do this, but once you're in the middle of doing it, you're like, okay, no, I'm enjoying this. Like, I like talking about all the books that I enjoyed. I like doing this. Here's the problem. I don't love talking about books that I didn't love. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to set up the wrap-up differently than I have had it before. My headphones keep connecting and disconnecting, and it's very annoying to me. So I'm going to make the thumbnail, and I'm going to make the Canva graphics before I film to see if that helps. I made a list in my home and AG cousin, I need to go grab it, where it was my 5 stars, my 4 stars, my 3 stars, my 2 stars, my 1 stars, and my DNFs. And we're just going to go from 1 star and DNFs all the way up to 5 stars. And that's going to be how I separate out the video. And I think that will be a good way to do it, because I'm very much the person of like, if you don't like it, get it out the way. So I'll get out the way the books that I didn't love, and then we'll get to talk about my 4 and 5 stars, which is a fun time. So I'm hoping that will help. I'm hoping it makes it interesting. The other thing is, I know wrap-ups, like, vlogs are my most watched things, for sure, by far. Weekly vlogs, followed quickly by any reading vlog. Actually, weekly vlogs followed by weekend productive days vlogs, then reading vlogs, and then, like, sit-down videos. And that makes sense to me. That is also my order of enjoyment of watching that kind of content. But I like the wrap-ups as like an archival thing, and I do know that as a viewer, much easier to go to each wrap-up from the month and see what I read and get the reviews from that versus sorting through weeks of vlogs. Although I found a way to include the cover in my vlogs for right now that I actually like. So that should help a little bit to see like the in the now. But my feelings about books do change throughout the month, and then, you know, towards the end of it, and then obviously towards the end of the year, whenever all that stuff. I really want to get better at filming end of year content. I just never am, because I'm like, I'm done with the year. Next. So yeah, that's what I need to do. So right now I'm going to sit down and watch the new Garrett Spooky Boys video, and then I'm going to, like, well, while I'm doing that, I'm going to watch that, and then I'm going to create all the content like to go into the video. And then after that, we'll film, and then I'll be reading What the River Knows. This is my focus now because I finished last night at 11:30 p.m., which is far past my bedtime, Reappearance of Rachel Price. And I gave this a full 5 stars. Now, I have 2 versions of 5 stars. Basically, it's a 5 star is never just a 5 star for me. 5 stars tend to be either a really high 4 star that I'm like, you deserve a little bonus, Jonas, or they are books that I would give 6 stars if that was an option. That's kind of the 2 versions that I have. This one is on the former, I believe, is what I'm trying to say. Where it's a very, very high 4 stars. There's really not a whole lot I would change. I think it's like very minute details that I would want switched up. And it's actually nothing that I want taken away. It's things I want added, which to me is not a big deal because there was enough, but I just wanted more, which is a marker of a good book, I feel. I really was getting a little worried because, listen, 5 Survive was a really fun time. I really, really enjoyed it, but I didn't love it as much as Good Girl's Guide. And I thought, okay, maybe like single standalone books like aren't her strong suit. And then she wrote this and I said, oh, never mind. Oh, just kidding. So this one, we've already talked about the plot of this. There's really nothing else I can say besides what I said because it will definitely take away from it. But what I loved is what I love when thrillers do this. To me, this is a marker of a very good thriller. Is when you were able to make the call and you were able to guess what's happening, but you couldn't guess it fully. However, it's not because you were being, information was withheld from you as the reader. It was because you just didn't see it clearly because there was too many other things going around. And when you find out the reveal, you can look back to how certain characters were behaving, certain lines they said, certain things that happened, and you're like, oh. Because I was like, okay, am I crazy? Well, actually, you ever read a book and you're like, oh, I know the girls on Goodreads are not going to like this. So I went on, surely enough, I found the haters, and I was reading through the reviews, and sometimes they make good points. On this one, I didn't think I saw anyone that made a good point about it. Like, I thought that it was all just very subjective and somewhat nitpicky, to be honest. And that's fine. That's okay. I do enjoy a YA thriller that gets a little unhinged. And that is what this was. I definitely believe so. So, basically, if you like any form of true crime, if you like thrillers, honestly, if you like thrillers and you've never really found yourself able to read a YA one just because it being YA or preconceived notions about YA, Holly Jackson writes very solid ones that I think transcend the age category limit, quote unquote, that could be put on. You're not gonna limit me. I love YA. YA is so fun. It is such a fun time. And this one was just that. It was fun. I saw some comments about it lulling in the middle. I really felt like this never lulled. There was never a time where I'm like, oh, I just need to get through this chunk. Like, I wanted to sit down and just finish this. If I didn't have to go be in the world at a job, I probably would have finished this in a day. Like, I do think so. Also, if I was able to stay off of Reels, then I would have finished it in a day. So probably 2 days if I didn't have a reason to be out in the world. But I really, really enjoyed this, and I do highly recommend. So that one is done. Now we'll be moving on to this one, and I'm excited to do that. Of course, this will be more for, the little Patreon vlog, but also give y'all a little, rundown of my thoughts after I finish it and probably update you just where I am page count-wise. But for now, I'm going to go make my thumbnail. I'm going to go make those little graphics and whatnot, and then we will resume after I have filmed. Okay, I just have to show you, look how cute my little planner is. With the little sparkles and that bow, and then on the side, you have all my little tabs for the months. It's just so cute. And then on the top, I have this little gem thingy that is marking where today is, but I have not filled in this planner, so well, for yesterday and today, so I need to do that. Let's just add that to the to-do. Y'all, I feel like I have just spoken. Oh my god. Oh, my foot's asleep. Oh, sweet baby. Jesus, help me out. Oh, it's bad. Okay, we're gonna be down here. Alright, that's exactly what I had planned. Thank you so much. I just finished filming my recent reads wrap-up video. I had to restart the camera 3 times. Because I talk so long. So we will see what that is gonna be like, but hopefully those of you that find it helpful to have those like archival videos will enjoy it, and I'm not too rambly. We'll see. But I have a library haul, because of course I do. So I got Nosy Neighbors, which looks like a cozy mystery, and our main character is 77 years old, so perfect. Then I want to be in on the nose, so I got Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I have never read anything by her, but everyone loves this book, so we're gonna try that book out. Then I got Empire of the Damned, because I thought if I had like the hard copy to read and follow along with, I would enjoy it more. I have to say, for shelf space reasons, I like that this is... I'm not going to buy this book, so I don't know why it matters. But I like that this book is thinner. I don't like the page feeling, but that's not a big deal. Like, that only matters while you're reading it, and most of the time, just realistically, I'm going to read a book once. So it's not a big of a deal. But for shelf space reasons, I do prefer the Bible thin pages. However, this really sucks because it doesn't match the other one. And I saw on another blog that this one's actually, I want to say either a tiny taller or a tiny shorter. And not even like a good amount. It's like literally millimeters, which would piss me off. So hopefully I will get to that one. This is the one that I'm like, so when are we picking her up? I am so excited for this. Leigh Bardugo. I feel like there are the people who enjoy her YA fantasy stuff, and then there are their Ninth House girls. I am of that camp. I loved Ninth House to death. Hellbent knocked it out of the water. Like, I love those 2 books so freaking much. They are my favorite works by her. And I just... whatever she's gonna put out that isn't Six of Crows and Grishaverse, I will be reading. And then we got Steve back on the shelf. Finish up the Mostly True Story of Tanner and Louise. I will be getting back into this audiobook, and then I will have this copy so that I can tell you guys about it, have it on my shelf, all the good things. I love to follow along. Like, when I'm listening to an audiobook when I'm home, obviously not while I'm driving. I do listen to them while I'm driving, but I don't follow along in the book while I'm driving, okay? Let me be clear. But for now, I'm going to import all of that footage. I'm going to get it organized in Final Cut Pro. I am not editing it. I don't want to look at my face a single more second. So after that, I'm going to take a shower, and I think I'm going to make pasta tonight, because it's Jake and I on our own. Even Ginger checked out. She's like, I'm leaving. Actually, I have to go to work, to the job I don't have. And that's fine. But for us, I think pasta is in the cards, and then I want to keep reading that book. You know the one. Which one? Oh, I can't remember. And then I do think that I might start a reading vlog where I read a bunch of books from the library. Like, what, it's like a library chooses my week of reading, or library chooses my TBR kind of thing, because I have a bunch due back and there's no renewal on them. So we gotta get to reading, buddies. So that's the plan. Maybe we'll organize that while the footage uploads. I don't know, but I have to go because my voice hurts. Hello, I'm home from work. We have things to talk about. Sister girls. So let's sit down. Oh, on the ground. Oy. Hi, I am shiny and red. Oh, Lord. Okay, so. Jake, anything you'd like to add? Alright. Where's my lighter? I want to light this candle, but I don't know where it is. But we are going to light a horror candle. It's so good. I finished and started 2 books. I actually need to go over there and grab the other one. So I finished The Mostly True Story of Tanner and Louise, and I gave this 5 stars. It is a lower 5 stars, so it's not like a all-time groundbreaking kind of vibe, but it was so good and so cute, and it just was like the perfect story for me to read right now. I don't know, I was just really in the mood for it, and I loved it. So I guess it'd be more of a 4.75, but to me a 4.75, I'm just gonna round that up to a 5. So once again, we have proven that the older main character teaming up with the younger one, like helping each other see the other side of different ideals and things like that, is a trope that I love. I don't even know that's a trope, but it's a character combo that I really enjoy. So, finished that. Woo woo. Then I realized, since I finished Rachel Price, I needed to pick up another book. That was my physical book that I'm reading, not my Kindle book, because my Kindle book is What the River Knows. So I decided we're just going down the list of what's due next, and Daughter of Mine by Megan Miranda is what is due next at the library. It's due on May 1st, and today is April 18th, so I'm just kind of making my way through. Are you good? So weird. I don't know what this is about yet. I know a car appears, and they're like, oh my god, what does this mean? And I think what I read, I don't know why, but it being called Mirror Lake, I really like, because it reminds me of of what a lake in a scary movie would be called, like Camp Crystal Lake, that kind of thing. A long-serving detective suddenly dies, and his daughter, Hazel Sharp, I like that name too, returns home after nearly 10 years away, weary of the place and people she's left behind. I really like that thing where, something happens that prompts the main character to come home to a place she's not really fond of and hasn't been in a long time, because that's the tension, that's the drama. And something's happening with this lake because there's a drought. And so a bunch of things are emerging, a bunch of secrets. And one of them is a car. So I guess it's going to show a bunch of things. But let me go grab the new audiobook. So, with continuing listening to my audiobooks that we have checked out from the library, I decided to check this one out on a whim. And then I wanted to see if the library had the audiobook. No one was in line for either. So I'm on page 35, chapter 5 now, of Grave Reservations. This one is a cozy mystery series. I love it. The size of a cozy mystery is just perfect, because it's You get in, you get the cozy, you solve the mystery, you solve the crimes, you fall in love with the characters, you get out. And then you go back in for the next book, and it's just perfect. It's just perfect. What have I read so far in this? I guess really just the main part of the plot. So she is a travel agent, so she helps book people flights, hotels, all the things, accommodations for their travels. And she is also psychic. And she is a psychic that isn't very helpful. She can't, commune with the dead. She can't perform a seance, which those are interesting and all that. But she also can't really predict things that seem to really matter until she predicts for one of her clients that something bad is going to happen with the plane. Not with the plane, but something bad's going to happen with his travels. And he won't make it home that night. And that's something that he kept reiterating is really important. So what she did was go in, change his itinerary and his bookings and all of that without asking, which is a big deal. And he's like, what the heck is this about? And she explains, and then he's like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. And then in the background of the phone call, you can hear at the airport something bad happens, and it would have delayed him getting home at all. And she was right. So then turns out she's going to be recruited to help solve a cold case that he's been trying to solve for a long time. And I just love this dynamic. I think it's funny. I already like the friend and the main character's banter. I like the writing style. The narrator's good. So this is just a good little time so far. And I know that there are more books in the series. The publisher actually sent me, it's either the second, maybe it's the third book at this point, I don't really know, book in this series. So I have that on my shelves. If I like it, we'll go into that one next. But yeah, this is going to be my next read. So we have the audiobook, we have the physical book, and then we have the Kindle book, which is still What the River Knows. And I guess we can just update where I'm at in that book, because I did read some more of it last night, but not as much, honestly, as I was hoping to. I'm on chapter 11, which is page 94, which is 24% of the way in. And that is where I'm at with all of my different reads. My plan is whether it's What the River Knows or Daughter of Mine. One of these two, whichever one gets done first, I'm then going to pick up A Tempest of Tea. And I don't know if I want to film a reading vlog for that one for Patreon, or if I want to film a read with me little video. It's going to be one of those two, but I'm not quite sure which one. Because with fantasy books, sometimes I just don't have a whole lot to say reading vlog wise. And if I'm already filming What the River Knows reading vlog, it'll be kind of hard to film that at the same time. Because then if I'm, honestly, the book club books, vlogs are like extra week with me vlogs while reading a specific book. And I'm adding in the spoiler review at the end this month and seeing how we like that. Because my goal is like everyone could watch it if you've read the book or not. Because not everyone wants to read every book that we're, reading for the book club, which is totally fine. I'm pledged to a bunch of creators where I'm just supporting, like, that's just what I want to do. I'm not even reading the books that they read, honestly. But I would love to watch an extra little video, and then, maybe it's a book I'm not interested, I would actually be interested in after seeing them read it for the week. I don't know. That's kind of the goal. But I figured adding in, like, a separate section at the end with the, like, spoiler talk would be good. Oh my god, spoiler talk. Do y'all remember old school booktube where people would film, like, their spoiler-free review and then they'd film their, like, spoiler talk? I remember that. I feel like that was the exact title of, like, what people called it, too. Anywho, I want to go get in comfy clothes and get to reading and solving some murder, so I will go do that. I am having a coffee at 5 p.m. because we are going out and I am old. Hello, you guys. Let me pause my music. I am listening to the Tortured Poets Department. This is messed up. Hello. What is even over here? I'm trying to fix this so I can put my camera down, talk to y'all. I am listening to that whilst I am reading this, and I want to talk to y'all about the Tortured Poets Department, but I am on page 94 of this. Really enjoying it so far. I don't really have any other updates other than telling y'all what it was about, which I think I already did. So yay. We are going to go see Annabelle. Is it Annabelle? Abigail. We're going to go see Abigail at 7 tonight. So I'm just kind of hanging out. It's 5:49 right now. So after I finish updating y'all, I'm just going to keep reading this until we leave around 6:30-ish. But the Tortured Poets Department. Let's discuss. So I want to start with what I wanted. If you have heard, first of all, actually let me start with this. Guys, I'm going to need it to be okay to like talk about when you're disappointed and things. Because when I tell you, the same people who were like mad if you didn't like Flame and Shadow are like, they are not having a good time right now. Because, I mean, a general consensus of this album is you either really like it or you're not vibing with it, but you're going to try to like it, or you don't care. I was in the don't care camp, but one thing I'm going to do is love hype. I just do. I buy into it. I think it's fun. I just enjoy that vibe and everything. So I definitely was going to try it out and listen to it, but I am not a Swiftie. I'm not. I don't really care. I honestly am not a huge fan of like any particular artist, whether it be acting, singing, writing. Like the person, I like the product. I like the songs or the movies, or I enjoy the books, but I don't really buy in to who's behind it that much. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just not something that I put a whole lot of time and effort and care into. Not that I think it's a bad thing if you do, I just don't. And so I would not consider myself a Swiftie. I do enjoy some of her music, but I really loved Folklore and Evermore. I'm a Lovers stan. I remember when that came out and people hated it, and I was obsessed. And you couldn't have told me different. And that is actually the album that made me like her. Now, Folklore and Evermore, I was like, oh, we're finally doing a new sound. Thank you. And I loved it. And then we got Midnights, and I was like, oh. Listen, individually, I was talking to someone about this on Instagram. Individually, those songs are fun. Together, not a cohesive album doth it make. I mean, it is just, like, it just feels all over the place. It feels like kind of the cutting board just got all the scraps thrown in, and she was like, boom, there you go. Scraps were good. None of it flows together to me. And the reason I was really, like, kind of looking for that flow, I guess, is because I have been listening to Cowboy Carter, like, in a line, the whole thing, and please don't get mad at me. I am not comparing the two artists, because let me tell you, so many people do compare those two, and I see so many little tussles and brawls break out. That's not what's happening. Could never. But Cowboy Carter is like a tale. That is an album worth listening to from beginning to end every time, and that's what I do every time I listen to it. I listen to the whole thing. I listen in totality. I do not listen to individual songs on that. I will get to the point where I do, but it's just what you get when you consume it whole is just better. But Tortured Poets. So much potential. So little payoff. Even the aesthetic video thing that she put up yesterday on Instagram before everything went live. It was giving me unhinged, sad girl, depressed, lit fic energy in a video. was very much like unhinged, angry rage, kind of. And I was into it. I was like, oh, 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 oh. No more synth pop, please. No, that's not the case. The first 4 songs, you couldn't tell me that they're different songs. I don't believe you. They just all sound like the same one. I literally was just telling a friend I had to physically look at my phone when I was listening to it and make sure that they were not the exact same song. Because they just sounded like the exact same thing. And I'm so sorry, but we all know why. Yeah. I love Florida, the song. And I love Florence on it. I think her influence on that song made it stand out. And I like, what is the other one I like? Let's see. Fresh Out the Slammer. Now, what are we talking about there? Florida and Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. For some reason, it just really gave me Carolina vibes from Where the Crawdads Sing. Is that what it's called? The movie that came out? I know it's a book, but whatever. The movie. And that song was very much like Southern, gothic, eerie, creepy, haunting energy. That's what I wanted from this album. I wanted weird girl standing out on the rocks by the sea. Like, is she a ghost? Is she real? I don't even know. I wanted that. I wanted No Body, No Crime energy in this. And this is like 1989 but depressed. 1989 but depression's version. It really, I haven't even gotten into like looking at the lyrics, and really I am so excited. I don't know if y'all know that one guy who's like a huge, he's probably in music with how much he knows his stuff, but I just know that he reacts to a lot of entire albums, and he is like so hyped all the time, and he's just very fun to watch on YouTube. I don't know his name, but he has glasses and dark hair, and I think he still has a mustache. And I saw a lot of his TikToks as reels, and he's just so funny. And I actually do find it interesting to learn about the technicalities of music sometimes, although it is not something that's going to stop me from consuming like what is perhaps technically a bad song. But if I'm like tapping my little toes, I don't care. I am not doing that here. Honestly, I have skipped more songs than I have listened to. I listened to at least half, and I'm like, what is this? What is happening? And I know a lot of people thought that with Midnights, and they had to let the album grow on them. I was not one of them. I liked it immediately. I just did. Because it really felt like a cloth. It felt like a little piece of every single previous era was cut and pasted within this album. Hence me saying that they're scraps. Good scraps, but scraps nonetheless, put all together for an album. This one, and this one being the double release, kind of crazy. Kind of crazy to me. The fact that they were right, also kind of crazy. But you'll have to let me know, unless you're going to be trying to tussle. And if someone doesn't like it as well in the comments, we're going to be nice. Because I just wanted to like have a little chat, have a little conversation. So just like, let's talk about it in the comments, but let's be nice, because it's really not that serious. In fact, I do think this album is very not serious. But again, we can discuss in the comments, but be kind to the people in the comments. I mean, be kind to everybody everywhere, but be kind in the comments down below, okay? As Christina Randall would tell us, be kind, especially in the comments down below. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna go back to reading my little thriller bookie book, and that's really all I have. I'll see you guys at the movie. Hello, you guys. We just got home and it is freaking pouring outside, which I did not have a drive-in, which was very nice. But we went to get some work done and I got my reading wrap-up that went up, which if you missed it, it's all of, oh my god, the 18 books that I read in February and March, and I put it all in like just a sit down video. I'm gonna try to be better. I think if I just get in the habit of filming those every month, it'll be fine. I feel very neutral about those videos. Like they're just, I'm not excited, but I also don't dread it. You know what I mean? Because I actually like having them when they're done. It's just, again, one of those things where I'm like, oh my god, I have to sit down and actually do this. Let me focus, which is a struggle for me. But it's just done. So that is good. And now Jake and I are going to do our weekly Saturday ritual, which is a late afternoon nap. It's not even late afternoon. Oh my god, Jake, give me a sec. It's 1:45 and we are going to go lay down, and then I'm going to get up and spend my time reading this because it's very rainy, very thrillery mood to me. Come here. Come here. You're literally fine. At the coffee place, I also got all of this vlog, edited the rough cuts. Did I do the music? I think I even did the music, yeah. So I just have to watch it back. I've noticed that if I do the rough cuts one day and watch it another day, it doesn't feel as much like, ugh, because the videos are long, you know. I even thought this, I was like, oh man, this week's video is not going to be very long. I just haven't been filming that much, hour and 20 minutes. Still have today and tomorrow. Okay, all right, Roger. So page 120, chapter 12 is what I got to, and I'm still liking this. This is like a very slow burn thriller though. There's nothing really thrillery, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit like Megan. Megan, let's go girl. Oh, Abigail from yesterday, the movie. I would give that like a 7 out of 10. It was silly, goofy, campy, fun time. I really liked it. I still think they should have kept, if you haven't seen the trailer, I'm going to make this not spoilery for you because I think that I think movies have been giving too much away in the trailer in general for a while. I really don't like trailers, but also I like trailers because it makes me interested in movies because I don't keep up with movies unless it's in trailers. But I really just think there's this trend of over-showing what's happening because in Abigail, so I'm going to talk that if you know what I'm talking about, you know. But if you don't, you can go into this movie not knowing and it'll be way more fun. So it's these group of people kidnap a girl to hold her for ransom for, it's like a ragtag team too, so that's like kind of the fun part. And they do it to get like a mob boss to pay them $7 million a piece. Okay, whatever. There's like a huge plot twist that I personally think if they had left that out of the trailers, we would have been gagged and gooped and scooped and just, it would have been great. It would have been so good. I'm talking shook, shaken, stirred. It would have been great. It reminds me of Barbarian, where I thought, you know, it was just going to be a creepy little Skarsgård in a little Airbnb. And turned out I actually wanted that to be a rom-com. What's happening? I don't know. What does that say about me? We don't have to dig into it. I just really like... I just like the Skarsgårds, I think. But, oh my god, I really do. Because Barbarian is a fave now. Mamma Mia is a fave. That's the founding father, Skarsgård. And then True Blood is, if you have any semblance of taste, you're going to enjoy it. Speaking of, I have the whole series down there. Do I want to pull a Gavin and read like a whole series for a video? Do I have the attention span? That answer is no, but the first one is still up for grabs, so let me know. But I do want to read the series anyways, because my dad read them like a couple of years ago, and like he really liked them. And I feel like the two books that we've talked about really are The Way of Kings, Stormlight Archive, and then True Blood. Honestly, 10 out of 10 taste. Anyways, I'm gonna go take a lie down. Even if I literally just physically like lay down, I just want to do that because it's rainy and I'm feeling lazy and I just want that in my life. And we have another testing week coming up, which is super annoying. So I'm going to take both of these. I think I may have to put What the River Knows on hold for a sec so I can start and finish A Tempest of Tea. Not really sure what we're gonna do about that, but that's a problem for post-nap. So we'll think about it then. Good morning, Jake. Good morning. It's me and Miss Emmie. I'm watching her vlog right now. Come on, Jakers. Let's go. Let's roll. It is storming real bad. I think Annabeth is sleeping right here. Oh, she is like knocked out. She is so tired. I don't know why she ain't doing nothing. But yeah, I just pulled up the vlog because I was like, I want to feel joy. Hello. That's her channel name if you want to check her out. I will tag her, but y'all, it's raining. Look. Oh, good. My dirty window's all you can just about see. All right, suppose I'll take you outside. Let me get my shoes on. I don't know why I thought I needed to stop talking. I'm like, Olivia, hey, remember you wanted to make this vlog more chatty? Stop shutting up. What's stopping you from talking? You literally nothing ever before. Hey, I am in the mood. Oh. What in the Victorian sickly woman? Ugh. I am in the mood to read What the River Knows so much right now because it is set in Egypt and I saw the Mummy trailer yesterday in the theater. But I know I need to read the Megan Miranda so I can tell you all about it this week. But what if I just don't? What do you think would happen? Is that a bad idea? I don't know, we'll find out because I'm going to do it. Okay, let's see Jake freak out. He hates the rain. Okay, Jake. It is... Okay, cool. No, yeah, you should leave. I was only talking to you. It's pouring, buddy. Like, you're going to hate it. Do you see it? Yeah, it's like, yeah. Yeah, buddy. No, yeah, I agree. No, it's okay. It's okay, we can come out later. I just wanted to show your friends. But look, it only pools like this when it's been raining so hard. And it's been raining so hard. Like, you can see that. And look at this. It made the roof of her house look raggedy. And that plant over there, oh my god, that lavender's gonna be pissed. And it's pooling in there, which never happens. She's inside, so y'all don't even worry about her. Y'all don't even worry about her. But look, he's like, I'm not going off this porch. Like, I know. Y'all, this is a fence post I still have not taken out to the garbage. Because I'm what? Lazy. Anyways, Jake, are you ready to go back inside? He's like, yeah. Yeah, that was cute. That was a fun idea. Love an idea. So anyways, that is the current vibes. And those vibes make me want to go like, I don't know, solve the Egyptian crimes. I don't even think they're Egyptian crimes. I think they're European crimes in Egypt, to be honest. So I want to go solve those. Period, Ginger. And I also, though, want to find out who's slicing, who's dicing. But this is not like... Nothing's really happening. This is a problem with some domestic thrillers, is they're so chill that, like, it's more of a domestic, like, ooh, this is scarier than child pickup at school. Like, what? Most things are. Well, depends. Because if you're helping with it, oh my god. And people don't have their little signs, oh my god. What? No, you have the floor. You have the floor, sir. Ginger said, if you think the president is gonna bring the nation to the brink of meddling in the middle of a military mess to gain maîtresse where France's king and queen lies, she is not willing to argue with someone whose head is now in a basket. And she asks you, would you like to take it out and ask it? Or should we honor our treaty, Lincoln? Do whatever you want, I'm super dead. Me on my tombstone. Hey, do whatever you want. I'm super dead. Yeah, no, good point, good point. Still gotta clean off your little eyes. Thank you. Yeah. Anyways, I think that I'm going to not know what to read. And I need to figure it out, though, because I'm in the mood to read. Maybe I should look up Megan Miranda. I just feel like her books are fairly slow-paced. And maybe I just ought to get back in line. Is that... Ma'am. This is a Wendy's. Okay. It's due 5/1. But it's boring. Womp womp. I'm 120 pages in and I'm bored. Not bored to tears. But kinda. And I feel like that is not a good indicator. Oh my god, for the new Emily Henry, I am hold 23 out of 53. They have 16 copies. Okay, that's not this bad. I'll be on the second round. Hopefully I get one of the girls that, like, speed reads them. You know the people that speed read new releases so fast, you're like, did you even let yourself enjoy that? It's me. And no, usually I don't. I'm trying to get better about that, but it's not working out. Well, actually, it is working out, because the new Lee Bardugo and Where Sleeping Girls Lie I have not picked up yet, but that's just procrastination. Because I'm afraid that I won't like them as much as I like the previous books I just read by both of those authors. Even though I know that's not going to happen. But I put it off because it really can't happen if I don't take a chance. Now, what in the hell was I looking up? Oh, I need to be on Goodreads. Where am I? On the library app. Alright. Unhelpful. I agree, you little rat. Let's see what the girls say. I will definitely say, daughter of mine, Megan Miranda. I don't know how to say that with any accent. Megan Miranda. It is got like an eerie southern creepy vibe, but it's so slow. Starts off slow, sneaks up on you with a growing sense of tension. It's sneaking up on me so fast I can't even find it. And I'm actively looking now. And I still can't find it. Maybe I need to just, like, pay attention to the book and not do other things. Am I going to do that? No, I just told y'all I had a vlog to watch. Hello. So let's go do that. Right, Ginger? Yeah? Oh. She's headed to bed, so. Oh my god. I was trying to do an aesthetic clip. First of all, what was that? Oh my god. Who is she? I'm 9 minutes late. So that sucks. But there's a freaking church for Ginger back there. Gotta stay ready at all times, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna read it. I'm manifesting that someone's going to die so I could be entertained. You know what? If you didn't know I was talking about a thriller book, a wild statement. Oh, I'm fully zipped up. Like, zipped up to the max.
5 minutes later.
I have to be so incredibly honest with you, buddies. I can't see you, first of all. You can't see my eyes. Let me let you see me. Alright? Do you see me? How you doing? I am this far in. This is too far in for nothing to have happened. We pulled a car out the water. Babe, that's on the cover. I'm sorry, 2 cars. 2 cars came out the water. You know what was in them? Whatever the dumbest guess is that you have, that was correct. But then make it worse. I don't want to be a hater. Am I not in the mood for Megan? I love Megan. All I can think about is that little doll dancing. Woo, woo. Okay. So we're gonna soft DNF. And by that, I mean I'm gonna, like, get rid of it. So where's the next book? Oh, my Kindle. I think I have a favorite child, you guys. Not my actual children. Oh my god. And no, before someone asks again, I do not have kids, you guys. I don't. I just refer to Annabeth, Jake, and Ginger as my kids. And to be honest, it is kind of funny that at least, well, no, I've met a Ginger in real life, too. So, like, they all have human names. But what was I gonna do? Name my dog Fluffy? I don't think so. He ain't very fluffy. He looks like Jake the damn dog. Okay. Oh, am I actually on chapter 9? You know what I need to do? I need to get on Duolingo because these chapters are in Spanish and I am incorrect. That's embarrassing. I fully said in the other vlog. I'm on chapter 11. Girl, that doesn't look like Once in this life or the next. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, maybe I should go practice that, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna do this because I need to do the Patreon vlog. Oh my god. Guys. I didn't want to pay the extra $200 for the anti-reflection, and now I'm reflecting on that decision, and honestly, I'm anti that too. I don't want to reflect on it. I should have bought it, huh? Because this is a great angle. This is just us bros talking. Just us bros talk about some pros that is really bad at keeping us on our toes. I could have written a better album. Okay, so I am on chapter 9. Chapter 9. Okay, let's say it again. I just feel that little green bird is pissed at me for not jumping in. 24%, page 94. So what we're going to do is read this, and we're going to have a good time. There isn't another option. I'm manifesting it. But I'm still watching a vlog. And also, here's the problem. It's not a problem. She would never be a problem. But Miss Emmie, if you want to, like, feel... I get just competitive. When I watch people who are, like, super productive, I'm like, sure, I could do that. Literally does one back exercise, throws my back out. Turns out I couldn't do that. That is real. That is me. That is who I am supposed to be. But I am now like, oh, I'm really motivated by this vlog because she is like, it is this concoction. It is this witchery. It is this majestical being of her. And she's down. Go check her out. Okay? You honestly shut me up. Go check her out. You probably already watch her. But seriously, like, it is this way of calming me down, but also making me feel like I want to go do things as I am doing this. As I'm laying down. I'm not even, like, willing to sit up to film. That's crazy. That's crazy to say I'm feeling productive right now. But I am. I'm also just waiting because I decided to use my adult Monopoly money to buy us pizza from Mod Pizza. If y'all don't have a Mod Pizza by you, RIP. If you do, if you haven't tried it, try it. It is so good. I'm not gluten-free, and I'm not one of them vegans, but my partner is. I mean, I'm vegetarian. I'm like the next door neighbor. But their pizzas are so good. Even the gluten-free is good, allegedly. I don't know. I won't ever try that. But I love that for y'all. I love that it is good. Because I have tried gluten-free that wasn't good. And that felt like a betrayal. That I was allowed to try that. Despite knowing. That was a setup. That was premeditated. 3rd degree. Anyways, I feel productive. I now want to, like, go do my skincare, contemplate my life, go climb a mountain, get on a bike. I haven't been on a bike since I was 11. I'm not doing that one. Not a chance. I do want to find a gym near me and, like, cosplay one of those, like, hot suburban moms. You know what I mean? I think that would be fun. But here's the thing. I don't actually want the mom part. I just want to drive a Porsche Cayenne and work out at a $400 a month gym. but I don't want to pay for either of those things either. So I'm still trying to figure that out. But you know what I could do? I could shut up. It's 4:40. I've literally spent 10 minutes lollygagging. You look up the word lollygagging in the dictionary, it's just my big old face, just right there. Glare in the glasses and all. So I think I'm gonna go solve the crimes the Europeans are doing, and probably keep to that vlog so I can like actually make that a cute little cozy reading vlog. That's the goal, at least. So I'm gonna go update them, and I'll talk to y'all either later tonight or tomorrow. I don't know. I'm feeling very chatty, but also it's the week before my period. I could very easily, with just the slight shift in a wind breeze, be convinced to simultaneously cut off all my hair, cut off all my access to the world, go off grid, never open a cell phone again. That's where I'm at. That's every week before my period hits. I'm like, I could do the off-grid life. I couldn't. I literally can't even go to the bathroom at night without a nightlight. But I'm convinced. I am convinced that I could do off-grid. Can't keep even a Boston fern alive. But I'm convinced I could go off-grid. By the sheer power of my hormones being imbalanced. I don't know what that science is, but it's the disease of delusion, I believe. So, anyways, let's go. I wouldn't even be able to charge my Kindle. I'd have to get a solar-powered Kindle. Honestly, that would be kind of a slay. But I don't know. I'm not an engineer, so there goes that idea. Hi, guys. So I have been watching this gentleman react to, I'm going to say it wrong every time, Tortured Poets Department. And I'm trying to process the music still, but we have a delivery. So I thought we could come together. Yes, our fall wreath is still up. We have a bird that nests in it every year, and it's more stable for the bird. So I leave it up because I want the bird to be able to nest. They do. Oh my god. Okay, so what I was gonna say was, let me know if you guys want. Probably by the time this one goes up, and I'm in the middle of filming the other one, and I get y'all's response, I will probably have more thoughts on the album. So if y'all want to discuss, let me know. But this is not a Swiftie chant, because I feel like I don't know everything. I'm learning so much about the lore behind these songs. I'm like, who? You been where? With who? Anyways, I got this dermalogical like peel thing because somebody on Instagram that I chat with about planner stuff, tailor stuff, just all kinds of stuff. I mean, honestly, society, relationships. They were using this because of some pore stuff, like just enlarged pores, I guess would be the way you describe that. Although I didn't think that they were, but I definitely saw a difference in like her skin smoothness as well. Which I guess if you're using a literal acid on your skin, it's going to smooth it out. That's what this is. It's an acid peel thingy thing. Peel foliant. Slay. So I'm going to try that out. Obviously on a day that I'm not using retinol. Just to see, because I've got a bunch of, like, they're not even blackheads. I've talked to my derm about it. They're not blackheads on my nose. I think they're just a freaking problem. That's what it feels like. But I am excited because I have 2 fairy loot boxes to open with y'all. And I'll be honest in that these are a bit damp. And I can't tell if they're damp because of just being outside and it's kind of wet outside, or if these books are going to be ruined, because that will be very upsetting. I wonder which ones these are. Alright. Let's see. I'm in a little dancey dance mood. Swan Lake. This is the... Damn, I already wrote what book it is. It's the adult box. I was like fully looking for just which one it is, and then it was like, boom. Boom! Goes the dynamite. Alright. Hello, get out. I already saw this. I love it. Someone posted it in a Discord that they're in, and I think it is beautimous. I love it a lot. I like the contrasting. Ooh. Ooh. She knows words. Ooh. It's an Orbit book, so fingers freaking crossed at this point. Boys, I don't know. But I'm excited about it. What's it about? Oh. Why would you need to something silly like that? I don't freaking know, dude. Whoa, that guy's kind of hot. Okay. There's the art. Here is the naked cover. Here is the art part deux. It's the same. So, cool. It's a sizzling fantasy romance set in a... Why did they make a separate fantasy romance box? I say pledge to this separate... They better do so much indie. I'm gonna fly to their little fairy hive. I'm not... If you're watching any work for them, I'm not gonna actually do that. I can't afford that. Can't fly over there. Set in a world of perilous magic and moonlit forests, spinning a seductive tale of a changeling princess and her cursed sister, and the dangers. Why is there not a comma there? Anyways. And the dangerous Fey Lord she must defeat with love. Just kidding. It just says Fey Lord that she must defeat to save her family, but we all know how she's going to defeat him. What's going to be her weapon of choice? Oh! Speaking of the box. Oh, they really want to drive home. This is the card. Oh, there's another. I'm just kidding. There's one too. Just for 30 minutes, I'm pulling out the same card. This is the first one, which means I'm now going to have to continue reading this book. And I have, since I paused it, I didn't even DNF it, I just paused it. I have seen the worst reviews I've seen for a book in quite some time. So, cool. Ooh. Oh, she looks so pretty. And this is where Fairy Loot is gonna I'm gonna book a flight. Actually, I'm already on the plane. This is a green screen. Green screen falls, plane engines zooming. I'm in a private jet, halfway to Scotland now. And I'm actually the pilot. Roger, Roger. I don't know if they do that. This is the same cover. Okay. It's beautiful though. I do love the copper foiling. I like the cover, so I guess it's good that they did the exact same one. I could have sworn... So why is the one underneath prettier? Hey, I guess my question is, what the... So this is the naked cover, and it is much prettier. It's got, like, a personality. That's the thing with these, like... Okay, so A Feather So Black. This is, like, not what the cover normally looks like. This is this freaking just sword, dude. Okay? Sword, more like snooze. Couldn't come up with something fast enough. But it's different. That's what I'm saying, is different. And then the original cover, if you wanted that for whatever reason, is on the back. That's how I think it should be. I'm just gonna more and more become a floating head. I like this cover. However, if I liked this one, I would have just bought the original. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, why didn't y'all take the moment? I'm mad dancing now. This is perfect. Like, this is what I would want to put. This or this would be great. So why did we put what? Flip it and reverse it. Flip it. And put this one on the back and this one on the yonder. Because this one is something different. Yes. There's foiling. That to me is not an active change. I think that this book deserves a better switcheroo. Just like a little something different. Also, the main thing is, when you put this side of the dust cover, it doesn't like tear easy. Look at this. I'm right here in this corner. Like, that's already tearing just because it got dented a little on this side while shipping to me. So it's not feasible to put these versions out. And then I kind of just want to put it naked like this on my shelf. However, oh my God, look how beautiful she is. Like, are you joking? Oh, okay. Yeah, wow. Why? What's going on? Here's the other problem. I have already read a lot of this. I've read like 60% of it. Tonal and pacing, it's just all over the place. Like, I feel like it can't decide what it wants to be. Like a fantasy romance, a cozy fantasy, or just a YA fantasy, honestly, is kind of the feeling. And I like all of those. Well, I don't like cozy fantasy, but I like the other two well enough. And I like this idea, so hopefully, I don't know. But it just feels like I'm covering up all the pretty version of this book with this cover, which is still a pretty cover, but I think I like this one better. I think I do. Like, just with the apothecary in the back and her front and center, like, that's more of the vibe I wanted. Or even this, if you want, like, just a... But I don't really like books without dust jackets on my shelves. I don't know why. To be honest, the dust jacket is, like, not really protecting it, but... Yeah. It's not an actual problem. It really isn't. But I'm like, okay, we're gonna read it. And I'm nervous because I just watched another vlog where someone was like, yeah, I just don't know about this one. And it's like, oh. But I'm still giving it a shot. I haven't looked into, like, in depth of people's problem with it. And we're gonna see. We're gonna see what I think. But I may end up just putting the naked hardcover on my shelf if I want to keep it. I don't even know if I'm going to keep it. I might unhaul this book if I don't enjoy it, I guess. There is that. I'm supposed to be doing that this year. Don't ask me if I have been. Y'all haven't seen the unhaul video, have you? That's the answer. Okay, I'm going to go back to reading. Bye-bye. The groceries have been successfully secured. Coffee has been almost drank. But I really am debating stopping by this coffee place on the way home and getting a matcha. I kind of want myself a matcha. I might go do it. The problem is, sometimes matcha out, they don't always make it so well. So we'll have to see. Do I want to pay $8 for a chance? Yes. Come on, Jake. Oh, hello. We have exciting things. Where did you think you were going, bud? Literally, what was that plan? Sometimes it's fun to think ahead. Anyways, you can't see my head. Doesn't matter. You can see the goods. I got a new vacuum. I'm very excited. Our old one finally kicked it, and I am so sad. I think I literally ordered the exact same one because it's fantastic, and I'm completely and utterly obsessed with it. So real quick, let me tell y'all something. I came in here originally because I needed to grab my freaking terabyte of, no, is it a terabyte? I don't know, maybe. Anyways, my external hard drive, I needed to grab that because I have freaking filled up my laptop and she is struggling. How the hell? Let's just do this really awesome. Slay! Slay, little Jakers! Slay! This vlog is already 2 hours. Ow! From where I am currently finished importing. We're obviously adding to it. Don't need it. I already know how to use it. If y'all need a vacuum and you have pets, let me learn y'all about shark. Shark. It really genuinely is a great vacuum. I would highly recommend. Sometimes with all these things, I'm like, do we really need that much plastic, you guys? I don't think we did. Oh my god. All that's playing in my head is Florida. One hell of a drive. I can't stop. Woo. It's the only song. Wait, this looks different. Or was mine just that dirty? That's an option. No, this looks the same. Maybe it's like a little upgraded version. But I actually think this was cheaper than when I bought it the first time. I take my vacuums very seriously. Alright, cool. 2 huge boxes. That's exactly what I wanted for Christmas. This looks different. But also it just looks clean, so that could be it. That really could just be it. To be honest with you. To be so expeditiously serious with you now. Here and now. Oh, sorry, girl. There we go. Locked. Now what the hell? Alright, having problem loading. We got it. We got it. I was testing it. It stood its ground. Okay. Jesus is a friend of mine. He just abandoned me in my time. I'm struggling so much. Get in there. So what y'all doing today? I've been watching this long ass video. If y'all have made it this far, put a little vacuum cleaner down below. Drop it down in the chat. Watch his one Twitch stream. I need some dubs in the chat. I'm never gonna do that again. Oh my god. Never. Man. That's a look. Anyways, I'm gonna go put this up and I'm gonna organize the freaking millions of clips I have. You know what? I might not even put this up. I'm literally just gonna vacuum tomorrow. So let's leave it in here so we can start in here because it needs a good old vacuum. Let me tell you. Let's just grab my little thing. You know it. You know it. Boom. You knew it. You knew it. Okay, let's go organize. And then I want to read my book. I'm reading What the River Knows, and I'm filming that Patreon vlog, and it's so good. It's so good. It absolutely is giving mummy vibes. So if you've been looking for a book like that, like I have, for forever it feels, that one actually has it. Yes, ma'am. Can I help you? I thought we were gonna go... Hello? Do you want to say goodbye to the people? Yeah? Okay, say bye. Say, make sure you drink your water. Boink. Make sure you be kind. Boink. And go have a good day on purpose, right? Right? Oh, yeah. Okay, they'll do it. See you next week. Goodbye.
Sleep.